Well, they managed to do it. Kings 11 Punjab have managed to beat Sunrisers Hyderabad at home. And when the Punjabis win, what do we do to celebrate? Yeah, we do to celebrate. Simon Doull, join me here. Yeah, when we go, in it. That's what you do. He's speaking Punjabi. He's speaking better Punjabi than you, Harsha. He is.
Is that an accomplishment?
Yeah, of course it is. You can try it as well. Come on. No, you're not.
No, you're making me do.
You're not copying an auto rickshaw. It's a. It's a with swag. It's with swag you do it.
I think I'm a good spectator.
No, I think you can get in there. But anyway, he's upset. I mean, it's Hyderabad boy, and Sunrisers Hyderabad didn't.
But I said they can't chase it.
And that's okay. You preempted the sadness, but still, when it hits you, it still affects you.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It still does. It's only human. That's fine. We accept that.
Look at him preening like he's
Well, I didn't do anything. I was just born a Punjabi. That's all I did. Yeah. But good win for Kings 11 Punjab. See, the other day, Chennai Super Kings came very close. Today, no, not at all. The Sunrisers Hyderabad never really looked like they were going to get that target. The target, of course, of 194, thanks to that big century by Chris Gayle. And this is what the mini scorecard looks like at the end of this game. Kings 11 Punjab will be very happy with this. They got that 193 thanks to a big knock by Gayle. Don't forget the contributions of Mayank Agarwal, Karun Nair, and then the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Very early on, Shikhar Dhawan had to retire hurt, which was a big blow to them. Hope that he's fine. Hope that he plays the next game at least, because that will be tragic for Sunrisers Hyderabad, not to mention for Shikhar fans. You got 2 half centuries there by Pandey and Williamson. Harsha, the problem was that they were just not at the strike rate that they needed to be.
You know, it's like you're watching this movie and you're saying, right, there's a twist here. Now the twist is going to come, and you watch and you say, there's the twist. And then suddenly the titles roll.
Yeah.
There was no twist.
You're done. Yeah. You're like, I still got popcorn in my hand, man. It's over already?
You shouldn't be 4 down, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be 4 down chasing that total.
Good point.
At the end of it.
Okay.
8 down.
Yeah.
7, 8 down, I can understand that.
Die trying.
But 4 down?
Yeah.
And you're still 15 short?
I mean, it looks like it's 15, but it looks close, but they've never really.
They were never in it. They were never in it. Courtesy of a couple of sixes late.
Yeah.
It was closer, but they were never in the hunt.
Of course, the problem, though, that you'd say for Kings 11 Punjab, if, while you're celebrating the win, we must talk about the fact that Ashwin and Mohit, 2 bowlers, their 4 overs have gone for more than half century.
I'm just looking up the Cricbuzz app. I have to say that.
Yeah, plug in. Hashtag plug.
3 world-class spinners today.
Yeah.
3 world-class spinners today.
Yeah.
Rashid Khan, 4 overs 55. Shakibul Hasan, 2 overs 28. Ashwin, 4 overs 53.
Wow.
3 world-class spinners have all gone.
Yeah, Mohit Sharma also bowled pretty much like a spinner through the thing, didn't he?
Yeah, it was and Andrew Tye, slower ball after slower ball.
Yeah.
Just taking the pace off it so they can't hit through the line. Because on a good wicket, if you pitch it up or if you bowl genuine pace, you can hit through the line. They realised that after the first innings, and I think. But what about Barinder Shran?
Talk about him. Definitely the bowler of the day, right?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. Brilliant, I thought.
What were his figures finally? 4 on the Cricbuzz app.
No. 3 overs 9, 4 overs 22.
4 overs 22. So better than Bhuvi.
There's one other thing I'm counting. Leave out Shakib's 2 sixes at the end.
Yeah.
They came in the last over, he's tossing them up. There were 3 sixes before that. That's it.
Yeah.
Chris Gayle hit 11.
Yeah. All by himself.
And just when won 4. 2 sixes short.
Just won 4. He's obviously got some contract of sending crowd catches, right? I've got to send at least 11 crowd catches in every tournament.
If you hold it one-handed in the deep, you get a lag. So he's cut a deal. I'll keep giving you catches there.
Yeah, but no one's getting it. That's because in Australia and in New Zealand, we notice that guys go up because there's still a concept of personal space. In an Indian stadium, there's not. So there's no one hand. There's 14 one hands that are going up. It's bound to be dropped.
Also, in New Zealand, giving away $50,000 this year.
Wow.
So
if you
times
6 in New Zealand,
times 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it's 2.5 million.
Yeah, it's 25 lakhs. Yes.
25 lakhs. Yeah, 25
if you
lakhs.
hit a 6 in New Zealand, it's likely to land in empty space anyway. No?
Oh,
that one hurts.
savage!
That one hurts. At least it was in the stomach, not in the back.
Hashtag savage. Well, I did catch one of the guys who caught the ball and said, "Hey, I'm going to buy a new boat," and I loved that. I was like, "Well, that's great." Yeah, in New Zealand, one of the guys caught it and said,
to be fair, this time when I watched, every time the ball went up, there were the hands going up. There were lots of them there.
Yeah, there were plenty. Of course, nobody really put up their hand when it came to the Sunrisers Hyderabad chase. How hard was that Shikhar Dhawan blow for Sunrisers?
Look, if there's one guy who could have got them close, honestly, in the top 4, It was Shikhar Dhawan.
Or made them contenders at least, because they didn't seem like contenders.
Look,
in
they had to
20
set
overs.
it up for someone like a Shakib or Ideal Huda to play a finishing role. But the only one who could have set it up for them really and got them to within striking distance was Shikhar. And in many ways, in retrospect, that was a match. But if you remember, we were all watching the game. The moment that happened, we said, oh, trouble.
Yeah.
And we've all talked about it, and it's nice, isn't it, once every now and then to be right. But chasing a big score, they were always, I felt, going to be behind the eight ball. They were going to find it tough work, because they're just a side to me that looks like, without one unbelievable performance from a Shikhar Dhawan, from a Deepak Huda at the end, from a Pandey, that they are just going to chase 160s and 170s.
Pandey was the funny one. He never put his foot on the pedal.
He was 19 from 19, and I know the scorecard reads nice for him at the end.
Yeah.
It's a nice personal score, but it didn't do the team any good. At all. To be honest, I mean, if you're going to be brutal about it, it didn't do the team any good. Kane Williamson just couldn't get his timing right, but he was trying to hit the ball over the boundary during that period of play. Manish Pandey was just nerdling it around and not doing enough to try and, make a real impact in the game. And that's why I say 4 down at the end. Don't understand that.
There's also the Sunrisers batting lineup, and when you look at it, you're searching for it, and you say, who's the 100 of 60 ball potential guy over here? There's a lot of great 30, 40 runs and 20 balls.
He's in Sydney.
Yeah, that's the guy who they're missing.
He's in Sydney.
Yeah, because it's about the experience and the aptitude of taking it from that 40 to that 80, right? Which you saw Kings 11 Punjab. It's sort of full of batsmen like that.
Yeah.
So that's really also one sort of change in that. But let's talk about the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowling vis-a-vis the Kings 11 Punjab bowling, because hey, there was no doubt about which is the better bowling side today, but that didn't happen.
No, it was very good from the Kings 11. I thought they came back, or they figured it out, and I just mentioned before, they figured out the slower balls, absolutely were the key. Take pace off. They've got Mohit Sharma, I know he went for a few today, but some of those slower balls were deceiving. He got Yusuf Pathan with a good one. Shran bowled a lot of slower balls, and Andrew Ty, we know he's going to bowl probably half his deliveries as slower balls. So they figured that out, and Mujib was brilliant as well, wasn't he? Ashwin.
Don't forget too that catching was not on the syllabus today.
That's right, it wasn't.
They dropped 3 or 4, I think, today.
Yuvraj dropped one. Ashwin's one early. He should have. I agree with Ian Bishop. He could have easily just gone back and taken that reverse cup, and then Yuvraj was.
I promise you, Doulle, I have seen Yuvraj in the field, young, slim guy running around. If the ball went either side of Yuvraj, you didn't run.
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't drop a catch. So
he was a feared fielder.
And he knocked the stumps like you were telling me the other side, the bowler side from point.
The bowler stump,
Yeah,
the other guy is Mujib. He doesn't catch.
Yeah. He's not. He's like, listen, I'm bowling. It's like Gale. I'm batting. I'm doing my bit. Come on.
But you can't carry 2. You can't continue to carry 2. Though. And Mujib will get better. I think he will get better. He's a young man. He's a schoolboy still, to be honest, isn't he? And I don't know too many schoolboys that will come into international cricket and be great fielders, or into top level cricket and be great fielders. So he's got to learn.
But what lovely lengths he bowled.
Yeah,
you were never in a position to hit him out of the ground. He was bowling lovely lengths.
And that was, that was the difference. When you're chasing 193, if you get one bowler who sort of sticks you, and Sran did that as well up front.
3 overs 9.
And 3 overs 9, and it's insane because you're just not picking him, you're not getting him away. How much does a Shikhar Dhawan getting hurt, and that blow, we saw that blow, that hurt, right? How much does that affect the other batsmen? Because you have your plans and they're revolving around him. Does that also for the batting team? I know for us fans who are watching, all right, this is trouble. A team can't think that.
Maybe that's why they send Yusuf out.
Yeah.
Maybe otherwise Yusuf wouldn't have gone out. But see what they were stuck with. They were stuck with 2 people who rotate the strike very well. In Manish Pandey and Kane Williamson. Both of them are very good moving the strike around. But neither of them was able to play the big shot. And dare I say, they almost batted too long.
In that situation, Harsha, I think you keep Manish Pandey padded up. He goes in if Kane Williamson gets out. You send in Yusuf. You have Deepak Huda padded up. He goes in if Yusuf gets out. You
get Shakib.
You got Shakib. So you just make sure you've got a power player padded up. And if Kane Williamson gets out, then Manish Pandey goes in.
Perhaps.
And that's, you've got to be adaptive. As a coach and a coaching staff, you've got to adapt to game situations, and perhaps that is one thing that they could have done a little bit better. But Kings 11.
I mean, but that's what happened. You got Yusuf Pathan. They had that idea. They sent Yusuf Pathan at 4 when he didn't get runs. They're like, all right, we got to send Pandey at 5 at least, because he's one of our best. We can't send him at 6. So
it may not be such a bad thing for Sunrisers. I mean, now they're suddenly aware, hang on, we're on a 3-game winning streak. This is a problem. We were aware it existed, but we now know it's a genuine problem. Yes. I remember in the first IPL, Warnie telling me once, Rajasthan Royals lost a game after a streak and sort of went across and said, bad luck today, Warnie. He said, no, mate. He said, it's best we got to kick up the backside here. Then later in the tournament, because now we know we turn up, we play this, we lose. So it may not be such a bad thing for Sunrisers.
So how do they chase next time? How do they chase him, and what do they do? And I get the feeling that Kane Williamson still has to go back to the top of the order.
Yeah.
He has to open with Shikhar Dhawan, and then they can play around with 3 and 4. They can do whatever they like with 3 and 4. If they want to move Yusuf to 3 to give some power, if they want to make Manish Pandey bat at 3.
Or Saha at 3 in case they lose an early wicket.
Or Saha if they lose one early. They can play around with that, but I firmly believe that Kane Williamson needs to be at the top of the order.
He knows the pace of the ball.
Yeah, that probably is his best position. Well, let's have a look at the positions on the table now after this win for KX1P. Is that what you're calling them?
KX1Ps, yes.
KX1Ps are up in third position now. SRH is still in the same
They're up on net run rate,
Yeah, they're up on net run rate because they had those couple of good wins in the beginning. So you've still got KKR at the top, but they've got a game in hand over 2 and 3. CSK play tomorrow against the Rajasthan Royals. So if CSK can actually do that, then they'll also move. Here's the thing: it's 3 and 4 games down, and this table is looking supremely interesting.
It's good for the table, and RCB and DD will be happy with that because they don't want the Sunrisers to just kick away. If everybody hangs around that 4, 6, 8 mark, all of a sudden you're 2 wins away, and then you're in that 6 points, and you're probably in 4th, 5th place.
Yeah.
So it's either the one team just continues to win everything, and everybody else scraps for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or you just keep everybody beating everybody, and it's nice and tight. And I think that might be more the nature of the league this year, because it's just you can't pick. You can't pick winners.
I mean, if you remember last year, Mumbai Indians ran away.
Yeah.
So the other teams are saying, right, we've got 3 spots to aim for, not 4. Now, all of a sudden, we started on the 7th, today's the 20th, just about 2 weeks. There's not a single unbeaten team yet.
Yeah.
Every team's lost a game already. And you lose one game, the other team wins one game, you catch up very quickly. So it's very, very
and the
open.
teams are even enough to make that happen, I think, this year.
It's a little cluster. They all move in a cluster like that.
Teams batting first.
Yeah,
we're starting to get it's starting to even up.
Yeah,
Do you think as the IPL goes along and as the grounds get a little more tired, that batting first might become better as you go along?
Correct. The only places you will have to worry about is where there is genuine dew.
Yes.
Because if you've got good spinners in your team, you do want to make the most of that.
Do you get dew in summer though? As you get hotter and hotter, it should
it's just the cooling nights, isn't it? It's when it's really hot in the day and it cools down quite quickly.
If you're getting into May in India, it never cools down.
It never cools down.
When you get into May, it cools down in June.
You've got to open the hospitality boxes to get some of the air conditioning out.
Now is probably more due time than later in the tournament.
Yeah.
Perhaps. So if it's going to have an effect, it'll have an effect in these sorts of places now.
Well, if it's due to happen, it's due to happen.
No.
Tomorrow's game, let's talk about that.
You did a Kane enable and you said a due.
I'm telling you, I had to end that conversation because it was sounding like the Met department.
Okay, not a bad comeback line.
Tomorrow
not a bad comeback line.
Extremely hot. All right, it's going to be extremely hot tomorrow as well, because this is going to be a keen, nice encounter, juicy encounter. Chennai Super Kings playing the Rajasthan Royals in Pune. What's this pitch going to give for us this evening? Let's
play Met a little more. Probably cooler in the evenings.
Yeah, probably cooler there.
It's nice, lovely stadium. I love that Pune stadium. But have they been prepared for this? Or, I mean, what cricket's been played down there?
No, not much.
Not much.
So they've had 8 days, 6 days?
Yeah.
But they knew they have the playoffs, so I wonder if they were getting it ready for the playoffs, but that's still a month and a bit away.
A month and a half away, so if you can get it ready for that, you've got time, but all of a sudden they have 5 days to get a pitch ready.
Yeah, I mean, they had grass this side. They actually had cows grazing in cow corner.
No, you do not know that.
People might actually be making stuff up.
It's just, come on. It's almost midnight. This is the time to make stuff up. Punjabis at midnight are very dangerous, man. We just invent facts. So that's the game that's happening tomorrow.
People doing that in the world these days. Inventing facts.
That's a lot of people, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm just jumping in right there, just smoothly settling in, hiding in plain sight. Tomorrow's game, your thoughts on tomorrow's game?
Because first of all, is the train going to come in time? The train from
Chennai Express?
What a lovely idea.
I think it's a great idea. Chennai Super Kings have got all their fans on a train and they're just getting them there, say, come watch the game.
And the entire train, they're carrying yellow flags. It's almost like going to a school picnic.
It is, and it's so. And this is honestly one of the best news I've heard because they were so happy when the cricket came back to Chennai.
I was in Chennai that day. I've seen a lot of cricket over the years. The emotion on half the ground, because half you're not allowed to sit in. The emotion, the other half was beautiful. It was like, we waited 2 years and we've got it back. We've got the trailer. We're waiting for the movie. Cut, power cut.
Yeah.
I know it's political and we don't want to get political on this, but it looks terrible.
Yeah.
The stadium, when you watch it on television, it looks terrible. They've got to find a way to sort it out, because if they were allowed to use it, it's full.
It'd be beautiful. It'd be yellow.
More people want to come.
Yeah,
I know it's political and we're not that sort of show, but gee, they've got to sort that out.
Well, it's a moot point now because it's just gone from Chennai altogether, and it's in
next year it might be back,
Yeah.
and the same thing will happen because it's been happening every year. Even the 2 years we didn't play there, but
true.
even before that it was happening. So it's got to be sorted somehow.
It's not got sorted out. Your thoughts on the Rajasthan Royals team?
Just a quick one on that ground in Pune. I've been at a game where India were bowled out for 100 and something because it was green, and Sri Lanka, Dasun Shanaka, Kasun Rajita, you remember all those names? They were moving the ball around.
You're just putting consonants together now.
Well, they're moving the ball around. It's happened more than once before on that track. They leave grass on it. It starts to go around a little bit. If that happens, it'll be a really interesting game. I don't think it'll happen.
Also, I feel bad for CSK because that's not how they bought at the auction.
No.
They didn't buy for this ground. They bought for Cheffab.
Yes,
they did.
They have a lot of spin bowling options.
Yeah.
But it's now their home ground, so they can maybe ask for the track to be a certain way. I don't know.
Yeah,
ask politely. Ask and you shall receive.
The moment it was moved, one guy would have been there in Pune to check what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
He took the first train out and went there. We'll just show you the playing 11 from the previous game for both these teams. Chennai Super Kings first. And let's have a look at that 11. And I don't know, you're bound to see some changes with the stadium changing, right? Are you not?
Yeah. What Watson is doing is actually Ravindra Jadeja is hardly bowled.
Yeah.
So they've got 7 bowling options in there. They're actually playing Jadeja as a batsman.
True.
And sometimes you get the feeling if they lose a couple of wickets early in that lineup, then they're struggling. Dhoni, Billings, you're down to Bravo. There's no batting after that. So teams will fancy their chances if they get into the wickets early against CSK.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the wheels to fall off the wheelchairs.
Yeah.
That get those people around. Because at some stage through this tournament,
Watson.
Yeah.
the wheels will fall off of the Chennai Super Kings. I just get that feeling. There'll be injuries. There'll be something will happen to that Chennai team.
But the good news regarding injuries is, by the way, that Suresh Raina was practicing today. So that's good news for the Chennai Super Kings because they need him.
I wonder if he'll come in for Jadeja. You think they'll leave out Jadeja?
Not after what Dhoni said in the post-match conference the other day.
So just leave out Murali Vijay.
I think Murali
comes in for Murali Vijay.
He just comes in for Murali Vijay.
Because he said very clearly, he said that we played him ahead of Bravo because it doesn't matter in this match and I want to show faith in him. So I really doubt if they're going to drop him after that. So that's probably not going to happen. With the Rajasthan Royals, let's have a look at their 11 now. And they've also played, their last game was against KKR. They had trouble there. They had Darcy Short, who stayed in there for really long, didn't get too many runs. I mean, you run a ball if you're playing 1/3 of the innings, you're digging your team into a hole.
They've got 2 options there. One is they play Heinrich Klaassen for Darcy Short, unless they think that that track favour the ball comes on. And I think Jofra Archer might be fit. He's been training last couple of days. He might last couple of games. He might be in for Ben Laughlin.
For Laughlin?
The other 2 changes I think I would make in that side, just to give him a go, Klaassen, and if Archer's fit, is just genuine pace, which they may need, and can certainly bat well at the end. So
good is he as a fielder?
Brilliant. He's a brilliant athlete. He's an absolutely fantastic athlete. So they will have a change. They played the first 3 games without changes.
Yeah.
Rajasthan Royals, or was it 4 they played? Sorry.
4 they played without changes, which is
without changes.
Unheard of.
Well, yeah.
The world is upside down.
I heard a little.
Gale is running 2s.
I heard a little dig.
Yes.
Did you read the little dig? A little dig at
There was a little dig. We shall not say any more.
No, there was a little dig at the cricket manager of the Rajasthan team.
Yes. That's all we shall say. Harsha's really dying to know. He doesn't want to know the Braveheart story anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, tell me this juicy bit of information.
Little dig. I was reading it. It was very.
Actually,
There must be some history.
Yeah, there must be. We'll tell him afterwards.
It's like watching a tennis match.
Well, listen, we don't need to tell you because you're very smart. You're all over social media. You know exactly what we're talking
You
about.
don't need to tell them because they are smart, but you need to tell me.
Look at it. That's what I was saying.
Speaking of digs,
I meant that they're all over social media. They'll find out. You will find out as well as soon as we let you look at your phone to anything besides Cricbuzz. Hashtag plug. Well, want to round up, of course, with the joy factor because hey, all happiness must end with acute seriousness, and this question is serious business, man. It's really serious business. Joy, you're talking about digging holes. Joy really dug us one today, didn't he?
Top 3 matches, 2 happened in Durban. That was the giveaway for me.
Yeah.
2 matches happened in Durban because I knew one of those, the Mumbai Indians had to chase 120 and couldn't, and they batted the entire 20 overs. So I thought that might be it, not being able to chase small totals. 2 in Durban. 3rd in an Indian stadium that's been home for 4 different IPL teams. I can't wait to see the answer.
Let's see what it is. The answer is no. We are not the answer. Just go to the answer where it is. Lowest totals defended in the IPL. What's the 3rd ground?
So what's the ground?
No, it's not.
Come on.
We know.
Do you?
What is it? Yeah, it's the one with cows at the cow corner. It's Pune.
Is it Pune?
It's Pune, yes.
Because they had Pune Warriors.
They've had Pune Warriors, which you forgot to count earlier.
They had Pune Warriors. They're
Kings
rising
11.
Pune Super Giant.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
Super Giant.
Right.
Just a singular who doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So I was right that
Kings
it was
11
not.
Punjab.
It was the stadium that was not far away.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that's the one.
Good.
So that was the one, and that's also defended, and which means that tomorrow, true to form, it could still be one of those low-scoring
So
games.
it's home for a 5th team now, Chennai Super Kings.
Now it's home to Chennai Super Kings.
Wow,
It's Pune ground, I tell you. Promiscuous, are you? All right, who's the winner today? We only have the one winner. We're very loyal, very faithful. The one winner, Prashant B. Congratulations. Prashant, you have won
No, he hasn't won the red table.
He's not won the red. I'm not giving the red table away today.
Nope.
I'm not. I'm in a foul mood this evening. I shall not give the red table. It is mine, my precious.
We do have a nice red plastic chair that nobody can see.
The red plastic chair is what we're giving. That's the one we're giving away. I saw Twitter handle
Did
today.
when you go to Barbados, right? You go to Barbados. There is a rapper in Barbados, and his rap name is Red Plastic Bag.
No.
I kid you not.
No,
I kid you not.
You made it up.
Go and Google.
You just saw a red plastic
Seriously.
chair and you made it up.
Google Red Plastic Bag. He is a reggae singer in Barbados.
Excellent.
I
So
kid you not.
we are going to give you free tickets to the next Red Plastic Bag concert with tickets to Barbados. Hang on, the guys from Cricbuzz are calling me. It's coming out of my paycheck. All right then. On that note, I shall say good night.
Considering that, you're going on a boat.
That's a good one. Reach. 2 free tickets on a boat. The next one. Oh, by the way, the oars come for free. Well, that's all we have time for this evening. We're going to be here tomorrow. Would like to thank Simon Doull. You're not here with us tomorrow.
Our game tomorrow. Game Kolkata.
Game in
At
Kolkata.
4 p.m. on Saturday, so flying to Kolkata.
Are you doing the
tomorrow?
Are you going by boat as well? Why are you going one day early?
I'll fly. I'll be fine.
I'll tell you what, if you're going out to do the toss or the pitch report, carry a spare shirt with you. 4 o'clock game in Calcutta.
Carry two.
Carry
I'll
two.
be doing the toss.
3:30 toss means carry 2 specials.
Do you know the time? I know we've got finishing our time. Do you know the time he was doing
We're in no hurry because this is digital. We don't have to go off air. We can just stay here.
Somebody figured out that Doull is doing a longish introduction saying, okay, I've got one here, right, gentlemen, ready for the toss. But the captain wasn't going to wait, so he tossed the coin anyway. But Doull wasn't done with the intro, right? So he grabbed the coin, held it on, and said, hang on, with me is XYZ. Now that I'm done, gentlemen, toss again.
Nice.
Viru. And he was laughing because I lined them all up. You know, when you do a toss, you go to them and you say, okay, Viru, you're here. I can't remember who they were playing against. They're here, they've got the match referee, and blah, blah, blah. So we line them up and say, you've got the coin, so you just hold on to it until I've gone through my bit. And I say, yeah, welcome to Mohali, blah, blah, blah. We've got, and he just went, boom. I was like, catch that. You can toss in a minute. I've got Viru here, I've got such and such, I've got the match referee, and I got the mascot. And I said, now, Viru, you can flick.
I was there that
And they were laughing. They did laugh, couldn't stop laughing.
He's such a cheeky little child,
Yeah, I
isn't
know,
he?
and he knew. He knew straight away.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to take your toy now.
Yeah.
You're going to get it back when it's playtime. All right, that's when you get it back. All right, are we have the pleasure of your company tomorrow evening? Yes, we do. Excellent. So, well, thank you so much to all of you for watching. Remember our Twitter handle, and you can tweet at us with the hashtag CricBuzzLive. We love hearing from you. And we're going to see you tomorrow evening at 7:30. From me, Gaurav Kapur, from Simon Doull, Harsha Bhogle, and our entire CricBuzz Live crew. He's saying good night. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. It's before 12.